What's going on, SML? Another episode of SML Countdown. This is, I think, our first one for season 66. Last one was our playoff edition. Um, we've got our guest, the OC, will be coming up at the end of the show, and we've got Dump as our special guest picker on that one. But for now, let's get started on our talking points for the first topic. Prime just put out a new rule regarding receptions, and you can't have, player A can't have more than B and C combined. What do you guys think about that new rule? And we'll start with you. I see you shaking your head, Straw. So I assume you got a good opinion on this.
Yeah, I mean, I I like the rule. I think sometimes when you get in the flow of the game, I could see how it can definitely be difficult, but also at the same time, being intentional on not choosing plays to only go to a particular person or only to do something that you're trying to do. There's ways to, figure out and scheme for other people to get open and not just force the ball to any one person. And so I definitely get it. It'll be interesting to see how it sort of plays out. I know for me, even on defense, people have like different tendencies, different things that they do. Um, you know, Trying to take CD Lamb away or trying to take certain things away. And so trying to work around that, but I do like the rule, not forcing it to a single person and only seeing that person having 80 receptions and everybody else has
Yep.
15. I definitely get it.
Yeah, and like you said, I mean, sometimes the game just kind of forces you that way, depending on how the other guy's playing. But over the course of a season, it should probably work itself out. AJ, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a good rule. It does. I mean, it does feel kind of pointed toward probably three or four guys, maybe. We see this early on in the cycle more than we do later in the cycle. But um, yeah, I mean, like for me, I don't. I'm not good enough to like force feed a guy. I'm going to be throwing like six picks. You know what I mean? So, you know, I probably lean heavily towards my slot guy and a tight end. Those are my first two targets. I don't read the outside of the field well, so naturally those two guys are going to be higher than the other ones. But some guys in here are good enough to force feed a guy and get him his yards and get him the into Stevens and Dev, which I'm sure that's why the rule's in place. So I
Oh
think
yeah, I
for
mean,
that reason,
you
yeah,
see some guys will have one guy gets 80 catches, gets his superstar dev bump. The next season, that guy gets maybe 12 catches, and somebody else has 80 catches, gets a
yeah,
superstar dev bump.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so
I think it's good.
yeah, I think it's a good rule. It'll be interesting to see because I know Doink brought up something in the chat almost immediately was we'll just spam two guys, and he's right. I mean, if your first and second guy both have 80 catches and that's it, then I guess you found a loophole. But I'm sure if that comes down, then Prime will be quick to have an adjustment to that rule. So
Yeah.
we'll iron out the loopholes as they pop up. But another thing that we've been hearing a lot about in chat is the AFC so much better than the NFC, right? And then Matt, of course, the NFC only has to win one, which is true. They only have to win one game to win a Super Bowl. So, but it does seem like the AFC is deeper. Maybe just because the better teams are in the AFC, so everybody kind of took those first. But assuming it's true that the AFC is better than the NFC, do you think it gives one side or the other an advantage, and how, AJ?
I mean, a slight mental advantage maybe because you know there's something about playing as the underdog where you're like playing with house money. I mean, I'm not supposed to win this game, so you play a little looser. Whereas, like, you know, if you're the favorite going in the Super Bowl, everybody in chat's going to be talking about
Yep.
how you're going to be the favorite. If the favorite wins, they're going to call it a Mickey Mouse Bowl. I mean, like, it's going to be ad nauseum.
Yep.
Like, like you were supposed to win, but if you lose, like it was a big upset and everything. So, yeah, I mean, in that regard, I think you're playing with house money. Do I think Dump over Matt would have been an upset? No, I think the contrary actually was the upset. Just the way, you know, Matt played last cycle versus the way Dump played last cycle and this cycle. Um, but as far as mentally, yeah, I think NFC can come in. They can play with house money. They're not supposed to win.
All right, Straw. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, AJ really hit it on the head there. I think you see it. That pressure is a built-in thing. I know we talk about legacy drives and everybody always talks about it, but that pressure is a real thing. And you saw it with Matt and Dump going to the Super Bowl. They were having like an underdog off Both
Yeah.
of them were trying to like play who was the underdog and who shouldn't be there and all those things. So I mean, AJ hit it right on the head. The NFC gets to play looser. Like, hey, if it's true, all we got to do is win one then in that argument, and we get to win the Super Bowl. So I do think that puts more pressure on the AFC. Um, but at the same time, it is good to play against really good players.
Yeah.
And it only helps you if you're playing against people who aren't spreading the ball around and doing all these things. Then when you get to someone doing that, it's much harder to try to stop them. So I do think the AFC gets to sharpen iron there in that front if we're assuming that's true. But I do think the NFC gets to play loose and come in with that pressure off and try to win some titles.
Yeah, I could definitely see, the pros and cons on both sides. Like you said, you play better competition, you learn what works. I mean, the SML is a copycat league just like the NFL. If somebody's running something and it works, and we see it with that angle screen that Dan started running, I mean, somebody sees it, it's not hard for them to make a custom playbook with the same one. So facing it more and more probably helps, especially with guys that are better at running it. But that brings us to topic 3. Which SML member is your biggest Achilles heel, or who gives you the most trouble routinely? AJ, we'll start with you.
So this was a close race between obviously Bomber, and I think I got to give the edge to Matt because I have not beat him a single time. Have I come close? Yes, I've come really close, but I feel like it always eludes me, and it's always him somehow not losing the game and me. You know what I mean? Like he's not necessarily winning the game; he just doesn't lose the game. Like it's. I don't know. I can't get over the hump with him. He's usually all over whatever I'm trying to do, and at this point, it's kind of in my head a little bit. So that's a monkey I'm gonna have to get off my back.
All right, Straw, do you have anybody you struggle with?
Man, and I guess this show is just gonna be the Matt show. Obviously, him and I were in a division together, so I played him the most last cycle, and so this cycle still trying to see who that's gonna end up being. But even still, that it was always Matt. I know we went back and forth a lot. He won. I'd even say a lot or most of the division championships. And he'd probably say I won more games head-to-head matchups than he did, but it was really close if it was. We would go back and forth all the time. So as much as he says I'm supposed to beat him every single time we play, uh, he's definitely he gives me a lot of fits, and we go back and forth. We have some good matches when we play. So I'd have to say Matt as well. We'll see if it's somebody new this season and this cycle.
So you've got Grim, Pauly, and Woods in your division. That could
Yep.
could be Grim. I mean, he's looking pretty good right now. So
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
Other
see.
for
two
sure.
are like wildly inconsistent, so you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I think if I had to pick when I first started in SML, it was probably Dan. I think he blocked me from like 3 Super Bowls. I'd get to the NFC Championship and or AFC Championship. He'd block me with his Broncos. Um, and then I got past him, and now I think Dump is probably the one that I can't seem to get by. Problem is I don't play him much, but every time I do, Dump seems to come out on top. Last cycle I had him down. I think I was up 5, maybe. Maybe it wasn't even 5 because I think he kicked a field goal to win. I don't remember, but it was like 2 seconds left. He throws a Hail Mary, gets a pass interference, and then gets the ball and wins. I had already put my controller down. I thought I was done, but sure enough, I was done. But yeah,
Yeah,
so right
that's
now
how I felt
Dump's
against.
probably mine, but I don't get to play him very much, so it's tough to learn him without watching.
Sure.
All right, so that takes us to top plays. And our top plays this week, I'll start with my top play. Mine is actually NYT's. He had this one-handed interception. You see Witherspoon just go up, and he just one-hands it. I like that Madden actually does make him look back. That's a nice addition. You can call it a feature where they actually pay attention to the ball. But just going up and just one-hands it, and then turns around. He doesn't even get tackled. He turns around and takes off running for some extra yardage. So that's my top pick is NYT with Witherspoon. Straw, who's yours?
Yeah. So I love a good running play, and to watch the running back that I wanted to take from the Chargers, and with this beautiful run. Um, it was a great play, great read. QP has great stick moves with all of his ball carriers, but especially with that running back out of the backfield, and able to get into the end zone there to help him win that game and steal that game. So beautiful run in a really really high intense moment right there, where he had to have it. So great play.
Yeah, you might have dodged a bullet there because I think he pulled his labia on that play. He ends up injured quite a bit. But AJ, what's your top play?
This one's kind of older, but this is an insane play by J.K. Dobbins, aka J.K. Henry, where he just bulldozes everybody. Just get off me, makes his way into the end zone. I don't think Bomber could have probably put his controller down, and J.K. Dobbins was going to get in the end zone.
I may have put it
Yeah,
down.
exactly. So
Right about there.
Just some kind of cool broken tackle animations too. It didn't feel too glitchy. I mean, he just ran through everybody.
All right, so that's our 3 top plays. You got the J.K. Dobbins run, the I don't even know what this guy's name is, but he's check the injury report. You can find him. That run, or the Devin Witherspoon interception. Make sure you guys go to the comments and comment on who you think won. I believe last week was the strip on the goal line ended up winning, but I have to check the comments. But thanks for watching, guys. That's been SML Countdown for the week. And up next is the Guest of the OC. That'll be our last segment. And, yeah, so we'll bring on Dump. All right, SML, looks like this week we're going to bring back Guest the OC, and we've got a guest picker this week, and it's going to be Dump. Dump, what's going on? You excited to guest the OC?
Yeah, I'm excited. I might be probably one of the worst people in the SML to do this, but I'm going to give it my best shot. We're going to hopefully go 3 out of 5. I'll consider that a
3
win.
out of 5. Yeah, that'd be a win. That's pretty good. Especially, this is our first one this cycle. It's Madden 25, so it's not the same old plays that were pretty easy to pick out, I think, last cycle. But AJ, you want to get us started with round 1?
Yep. And for those that are maybe new to this game, we're essentially just gonna list off the first 6 plays of one of these coaches' recent games, and we're gonna see if y'all can guess whose play script it is. So, starting with round 1, we have pistol wild trips, halfback zone loop, pistol doubles, flanker dig. This was a drag completion. Pistol trips left open, read option. Shotgun tight Y off, choice pivot return. This was a zig completion. Shotgun doubles, halfback weak, an incomplete pass to the halfback flat. And a shotgun trips, halfback weak, halfback angle screen. So the options are Dan, Stavo, Colt, and Tiny.
Oh, I got the wrong image pulled up here. 1 second while I pull that correct one up. I don't know how I ended up with these wrong ones.
Hold on a second.
No, you're right, because I have. There we go. It's Stavo, Tiny, Dan, and Noel, right?
Yes, correct.
All right. I'll have to. I think I've got all the wrong ones, but I can do that while you guys are doing your picks. I can fix that. Okay, so.
All right.
All right, Dump, why don't you go first?
All right. I'm going to go by the pistol and the halfback angle screen and a read option because he's got Fields. I'm going Dan.
Okay. Draw.
The read option here is the one that I'm trying to figure out. Okay, who would I think would run that? And with that, I'm gonna have to go with. I'm going with Stavo.
Who'd you pick? You said Stavo?
Yep.
Okay. Bomber?
All right, so I looked at this and I saw, we got zone weak, then a drag. There's a read option, a zig completion, a halfback flat. Then that angle screen gave it away. I think it's Dan.
The correct answer is Dan, and honestly, I feel like that was kind of a gimme with all the pistol and the halfback screen.
Yeah, the no completions over 5 yards kind of gave it away, I thought.
Yep. I threw Stavo in there just because Dan's been poking fun at Stavo for the underneath stuff.
Yeah.
So thought maybe that would throw some people off. But that was indeed Dan. So that's point for Bomber and point for Dump.
All right,
And
you only got to
nothing.
get 2 more. You got your 3 out of 5. let's move to
We're off to a hot start. We're off to a
yep.
hot start.
Let's move to round 2.
All right, round 2. We have iForm Pro 26 Duo, single back wing slot, Jet 6 drive wheel. That's a completion to the wheel. iForm Tight halfback power. Shotgun spread inside zone. Shotgun doubles Y flex offset Z spot. Incompletion to the slant. And a single back doubles 01 trap. Options are CC, Mike, Prime, and QB. All right, Bomber, why don't you go first on this one?
All right. So I played CC in NCAA, and he ran a lot of shotgun runs, but that's a completely different game. Mike and Prime, I don't even know if they even have I formation. QB, he likes to run all shotgun. I'm going to go with CC.
Okay, don't.
This one is tough. I'm going to say that this is Mike FML.
All right, and Straw.
Yeah, this one is a hard one. I'm, out of these guys, I'm not sure on this. I'm gonna go with QB.
You said QB?
Yep.
All right, Straw's the only one to get this one right. That
Oh.
is indeed QB
Mm.
stud.
QB must have accidentally found an I form somehow. He wants to run like everything out of shotgun.
You're never going to live that one down, I guess.
Yeah. All right, round 3.
All right. Even up. Everybody's got 1 point. All right, round 3. Sorry, y'all. My dog is annoying the crap out of me at the moment. So, all right. Pistol spread wide corner. That's an incompletion to the corner. Pistol open flex close. X seam. It's a completion to the tight end quick out. Strong close wide trail. Completion of the tight end trail. Strong close stretch. Strong close FL drive. Incompletion to the drag. Shotgun wild trips pats. Tight end whip. Completion tight end zig. The options are Pauly, Grim, Doink, and Fig. All right, Straw, why don't you go first this time?
Looking at this, it doesn't seem familiar to me, and I've played Poly a lot so far. Obviously, this Madden, Doink and Fig I've played before, but not this Madden yet. So I'm gonna go with Grim.
All right. Dump.
All right. Before I guess going with my guess, I'm shunning whoever runs the same formation 3 plays in a row. It's my pet peeve. But someone that likes to pass. So I'm gonna go with Doink.
All right, and Bomber.
I'm going to go with Doink as well. I don't have a problem with the 3 formations because it's 3 different plays, but Doink does like to throw from under center more than he'll run from under center. And being 2 out of 3 there are passes. I'm going to go with Doink on this one.
All right, and the correct answer is Grim Meeper. So 2 in a row for Straw. 2-1 lead on you guys. That was a hard
Heating
one.
up over here.
That was
I gotta
tough.
go 2 for 2.
I don't think I've even seen Grim play, so.
I remember playing him. He does. This did not go the way I thought he played against me. So that's good that he's mixing it up a little bit. So, all right. A lot of throws to the tight end though. I don't know if that's a tell or not. We'll see. See who's paying attention. All right. Round 4. Single back tight Y off, halfback zone weak. Single back bunch X nasty. PA deep out. This was an interception on the deep out. Single back wing slot, halfback dive. I form close, halfback stretch. I form slot close, halfback blast. Shotgun split offset, halfback crossbuck. The options are Woods, Gutta, Pins, and KP. Dump, why don't you go first on this one?
All right. Another tough one. I played KP and Woods, but I haven't watched Finn since he's been back. I haven't watched any of Gutta. A lot of running. All right. So I'm gonna eliminate KP. Give me Woods, Gutta, or Finn. I'm gonna go with Woods. Go with Woods.
Okay, Straw. Straw, you there?
He's deep in thought.
All right, we're gonna go with Bomber.
All right, so I'll
Bomber
go. So I'm kind of on the same thought as Dump. I was thinking Woods or Gutta. Two guys that like to run the ball. Finn's has Josh Allen, and I think he may air it out a little more. If I'm down to these two, I'm going to go with Gutta because he's got the far worse quarterback in Zach Wilson. So if anybody wants to run more than they throw, I think it'd be Gutta.
All right, Straw left and came back. What's up? You here? You back?
Yeah, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
Let's
sorry about that. I was talking, it just was not
You're up
working.
this time.
Yeah, so I think I've played Woods a couple of times now, and this feels like a Woods drive. Feels like what I remember, so I'm also gonna go with Woods.
I don't know if that was an insult or not, considering he threw an interception in there. But yeah, this is Woods. This is Woods. His latest game against
See, I get what
Uh,
Straw did. He just muted himself so we'd think he disconnected and he could listen to all of our rationale for picking our guys.
He's playing the strategy
Yeah.
here. That leaves Dump with Dump. That's 2 for you now, right? Straw 3, Bomber. You're still sitting at 1.
All right, let's see if I can at least get second here.
I got to get this 3 out of 5.
Yep. I think that'll actually be a record, to be honest. I don't think people have gotten more than 2, to be honest.
I think the only one we've had
Okay.
even close was the first one, and that's because
Yep.
Paulie was kind of a gimme in that one.
Yeah, I made some gimmies in the first one. None of them are gimmies right now. This is so early in the cycle. So
All right, so round 5.
all right. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry.
All right, awkward silence. All right, so I'm looking at this one. I'm kind of man, I think it's Coulter Meats.
It's another.
Man, yeah.
The 2 completions or 2 of the 3 throws were to the halfback.
Yeah, that's why I was leaning towards Colt with that one, with the halfback throws.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Meats with A-Chain.
Close,
Maybe
tight end
NYT
flood.
with Walker, though?
I form close stretch.
Yeah. Meets with H-N I also thought of, but I don't think he throws the running back that much. But
Start off with a play action, tight end flood, but then to throw it to the halfback. This is first drive of the game, right? Yeah, this
Yeah,
is,
it should be the first drive.
first drive of the game. That's what they come out and do.
Hey, sorry guys. I hope you can edit that out.
Oh no, we're gonna leave it in. We've been discussing.
Okay. Situational feel.
We're comparing notes on
goals.
round 5.
Right, exactly.
teamwork.
Yeah.
All right, 1 second.
Yeah, last time you said that, it was like almost a whole minute.
Okay. All right, I'm ready. All right, round 5. Final round. All right, single back wing close. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay.
That's it.
Single back wing close. Play action tight end flood. That's completion to the halfback on a quick out. I form close stretch. I form close halfback ISO. Shotgun type flex bench. It's completion to the short out. Pistol full house close. Halfback zone weak. Shotgun tight Y off. Tight end corner. Incompletion to the halfback angle. Options are NYT, Stavo, Colt, and Meats. Straw, we're not gonna let you get away from this one. We're gonna let you go first this time.
Oh shit! Now that we've all
yeah.
discussed who we think it is.
This one is tough. And really, I was trying to go off of who would start off the game with, going with that single back play action tight end flood. Um, for me, it's between Stavo and Colt. And I think I'm gonna go with Colt.
Okay, Dump.
I've already discussed this, but I'm going with my first instinct. I'm going with Colt.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
we
not
got
going to
two
make up
Colts.
any ground, but I mean, there's 2 completions to the halfback out of 3 pass attempts, and the other one's a short out, which Colts, his next best guy is Ingram, or not? Yeah, Evan Ingram, I think, is his next leading receiver. It's got to be Colt if we're counting halfback completions. Colt's the guy.
So this was a tricky one too. The answer is actually Stavo.
Oh,
That would have been my one
Oh.
guess who it wouldn't be.
I was feeling like it was Stavo, but
No drags. No
yeah.
drags. Although a lot of short throws. I feel like the latest patch is causing a lot of short throws. But
Yeah, it seems like it.
with that, nobody's awarded a point there. Therefore, Straw is our winner this time, and Dump does not get his 3 out of 5.
Maybe next time.
I think we have to check Colt's game to make sure the 6 doesn't actually follow his as well, because
It might
all
look
3 of
very
us picked the
similar.
same
Yeah,
guy.
very similar.
All right, well then that's been Guess the OC. That's been our show for tonight. Thanks for being on, Dump. Sorry you didn't get your 3 out of 5, but next episode there may be an opening for a guest picker again.
That's right. We'll get them next time. Thanks for having me on.
I appreciate you, Dump.
Thanks for watching, guys.